Hey there everybody, so we're talking about childhood memories, right? Now I think this is very interesting because I still consider myself to be a child even though I'm 18, which here in the USA is technically considered to be an adult, and they make me do adult things like go to court to be a jury member and like stuff like that. But really, and I think we all can agree that I am pretty much a 6-year-old at heart. So instead of telling you about my day-to-day through the eyes of a 6-year-old, I figured I should just probably tell you some past memories. And man, are there some really just not, I can't remember a whole lot from my past. One of the things I do remember though is the first day of kindergarten that I went to. We were outside at recess during the first recess, and there was this really cool game that everybody loved to play, and it was called Tetherball. And so I went and I stood in line for the tetherball and everything, and here's me, this little kindergartner, going up to play tetherball against a second grader, and that's a huge age difference. And they served it smack, and it swung around and hit me in the face. And that was the last time I ever played tetherball. I'm just kidding. I played tetherball again, but not until like 1st or 2nd grade. You know, that was very painful and traumatic for me. I also have very vague memories of walking on a couch when I was still in diapers. And my mother came over to me and she said, "James, would you like to blow out the candles?" I waddled over to the kitchen table, blew out the candles, and I'm pretty sure that's the earliest memory I have. I remember always being really good at sports when I was in middle school. Well, maybe not really good, but I was above average, I suppose. And I ran track in middle school, and it's really cool because 8th grade year, I went through like this whole crazy spurt of like superhumanness, and I was just on fire that year. It was awesome, but that's kind of like old for childhood memories. I remember going to Disney World way back when. I think I was in like 6th grade, and we went to Disney World, and I like Disneyland better than Disney World. At Disney World, all the really good attractions are spread out through like 6 different parks, and at Disneyland you only have them spread out between 2. And saying that, I would have to say I prefer California Adventures better than Disneyland. Other childhood memories, I used to play baseball for the city. I did that for quite a long time. I used to play the saxophone in elementary school. I did that for 4 years. I was on the yearbook committee at my middle school, and yeah, that was cool. Also, oh, this is such a good one. So a couple years ago, back in 2005, you guys remember the new Mustangs and how it was a big deal because they were coming out with this totally new retro model and everything? Well, I had an uncle who went ahead and he pre-ordered it before he even saw the car, and he got a GT, and he was down here in town one day, and he came and he picked me up from elementary school, and he drove me home. And normally a straight drive from my elementary school back here to my house takes about 15 minutes maybe, and we had gotten here before the buses had even left the elementary school. That was possibly the funnest car ride I have ever been on in my life. So that's pretty much all I can really remember from childhood that isn't super traumatizing or anything like that, and frankly I don't want to remember it. So with that, Chelsea, I will see you tomorrow.